goes like this.
Power 104.7. Where Chris Brown.
Hey, it's Chris Brown.
Kelly.
It's your favorite girl, Callie.
The Weekend.
My name's The Weekend.
Come to play. Your number one stop for hip hop and R&B. Power 104.7.
Y'all know who it is. Y'all know the voice. Y'all know the sound. James Robert Williams, DJ Exclusive, is in the building. Make sure you stay tuned. Like it or not, it's about to go down. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Like It or Not. Rebecca Azor is in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, or real life-ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. He's always coming up with the master plan. Politics, scheming, or trying to find the meaning of life. And while the feds keeps us in strife. I'm your DJ. I really don't need no introduction right now, but you know what? I stay dropping them jams. Y'all know who I am. Good hope, dad jokes, culture-ish, politics. What you're hearing right now was the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, and I graduated to a plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. 8 p.m. Friday, you know how we do. Let's go. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Let's start this damn show. Let's go.
Like It or Not starts now.
Welcome.
But welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth.
And not care who doesn't like it.
All right, listen. It is Saturday, October 28th, and we are tired as hell. I know that you guys are tired, and I know that you guys are up with us wherever you are around the world, or sleep and have us on the side, or have us on the, on the TV, however you're watching us. We really do appreciate it. The week, the month,
child, the year
has been very, has been a lot. For some, it's just been a lot. It hasn't been trying, but it's been a lot. For others, it's been trying and a lot. Just wanted to check in with you, Bubba. How you doing?
Man, it seemed like it's been forever, y'all, since I've seen everybody. Man, it's good seeing everybody in the chat room, but life has been lifing, just DJing like crazy every weekend. I think I may have had last weekend off, but had to DJ the night before. It's a whole lot, but I'm doing good. Good to see everybody. Beard Bunny Chronicles is not going away. I've been on the grind. So yeah.
But that means that you're booked and busy, huh?
Booked and busy, but like we talked earlier through text, and it just seemed like doing all of this and it feels like I don't have anything to show for it. And I mean, I guess the only thing is keeping a roof over my head, but I'm just like, what about for me? But you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, it's nothing for me.
You saying something. I work. Some of y'all know what I do. Some of y'all don't know what I do. Woman of the night. Of the morning and the midday.
Okay, thank you.
So I say that to say, I spoke with a lot of people who are going through financial stresses to this day. Like they're going through financial stresses. And a lot of it makes sense of what they're telling me. And I know that in some meetings, some of the leaders tell you, please, they can't be going through that. Pandemic over. Like, and I have to step in and say, well, excuse me. I'm an employee here. I'm over certain parts of this, job. And so even as an employee here, I don't make enough to cover basic necessities. It's food, housing. As my housing goes up, what you guys pay me doesn't. But we're still here.
Right.
And it has to be for a reason. Okay. So that we, I know it's tough, but we're never going back to where we've been like in 2020.
Ooh, amen to that.
No matter what happens, I know I may have a bad day. I know I may have a bad week, but I also make sure that I take care of myself every single morning. If my job is trying to dig into that place in my morning where I meditate and I go work out, it's problematic for me. Because I need to do that. I need to make sure that I'm giving myself some time at some point to make sure that I'm okay.
Right.
And, because listen, bills are going to be there as long I try to change the perspective. Like it may have not been paid on the due date, but it was still paid.
And the payment arrangement might have been set, but it's going to get paid.
Okay. Because there's some people that can't make a payment arrangement because they don't went too long. Okay. So now they can't make that arrangement. Okay.
That arrangement is going to hell.
Shift that perspective. And that's our morning check-in. It's about shifting that perspective. Go on ahead and get into your memories and your Google and let yourself go down memory lane. See where you were. And see where you came, see where you now are. It may not be where you want to be, but there was a time where you prayed to be in the space that you are in now. All right, listen, let's get to some news, baby. It's gonna get a little listen, viewer discretion is advised. It may get a little heavy and as far as the content we're covering. We're starting with the mass shooting that happened in Maine. All right. So authorities say a U.S. Army reservist fatally shot 18 people at a bowling alley. Okay. And this is the reports from 2 days ago. I believe it's gone up to like 22. And a restaurant in Lewiston, Maine on Wednesday night, a massive search had happened for the 40-year-old Robert Card of Boydon. And he has it's been launched until he was found dead recently on Friday. The shooting in the state of Maine was the second largest city. In the state's second largest city, is the 36th mass killing in the United States this year.
36.
Yeah. According to the database maintained by the AP, the Associated Press, and USA Today. The database includes every mass killing since 2006 from all weapons in which 4 or more people, because 4 or more means mass shooting, excluding the offender, were killed within a 24-hour time frame. So this is what we know right now about what happened to the suspect. Police identified the suspect in the deadly attack as 40-year-old, again, Robert Card of Boydon, Maine. Governor Janet Mills said on Friday at a conference that Card was found dead in Lisbon Falls. Card was found dead at 7:45 p.m. near a river of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Police found Card's body at a recycling facility where he recently worked. The law enforcement official told the AP the official was not authorized to discuss details of the investigation publicly and just spoke in the condition of anonymity. 2 law enforcement officials previously said that investigators found a note at a home associated with Card on Thursday that was addressed to his son. The officials described it as a suicide note, but said it did not provide any specific motive for the shooting. Card's cell phone also was found in the home, and his gun was found in the white Subaru that Card abandoned. Federal agents were testing the gun to determine if that was the one used in the shooting and conducting a trace to determine when and where the gun was obtained. They were not authorized again to publicly speak on the details. His relatives, Card's relatives, told investigators that he recently discussed hearing voices and became more focused on the bowling alley and the bar. Again, Card was an Army reservist who had been taken by police for an evaluation after military officials became concerned that he was acting erratically in mid-July. Okay? That was in mid-July of this year. He had been taken in by police because of his erratic behavior. Okay. The New York Army National Guard said that the Army Reserve's 3rd Battalion infantry regiment became concerned about Card's behavior while the unit was training at the U.S. Military Academy in New York. All right. So the shooting took place at a bowling alley at a bar and grill, just in time recreation, 4 miles away. So a number of parents and children were there as a part of a children's bowling league. Okay. So I want to go in more, but we'll go into the Maine has a long-standing culture of gun ownership tied to traditions of hunting and sports shooting. The state does not require permits to carry guns. Just wanted to get that out there. That out there. If we do have a soundbite, David, you can play it now, and we'll get to the discussion.
18 people were killed and 13 others injured in 2 separate shootings. Our Michelle Fisher is here live with the very latest.
As much of the surrounding community has now spent 24 hours during this manhunt, locked inside their homes, sheltered in place. Investigators surrounding a home in Maine amid the search for armed and dangerous suspect Robert Card. Tonight, we're hearing the first stories of survival.
When I turned around, we all turned around and realized what was happening. We dropped to the ground. And that's when I think I was shot in the arm.
Others, like this father who lost his son, sharing their heartache.
I've listened to people try to explain when something happens in these shootouts and stuff. I don't know how they do it. I can't explain it. Tell you the truth, I can't.
Tonight, families picking up the pieces 24 hours after Robert Card went on a deadly shooting rampage. Shots ringing out just before 7 at just-in-time recreation during a youth bowling night.
Out of nowhere, he just came in and there was a loud pop. Thought it was a balloon. I had my back turned to the door.
12 minutes later, 4 miles away, Card opening fire at another restaurant, bar, and grill. The gunman's car located several hours later at a boat landing in Lisbon with a firearm inside. More than 350 local, state, and federal law officers involved in the search for the gunman. The sound of flashbangs heard in one neighborhood, the Maine Department of Public Safety saying the home is part of their investigation. Card, an Army reservist, reportedly spending 2 weeks in July in a mental health facility after he reported hearing voices and threatened to shoot up a National Guard facility in Maine.
If, in fact, the suspect was hospitalized for 2 weeks for mental illness, that should have triggered the yellow flag law, and he should have been separated from his weapons.
And law enforcement sources say a note found at the suspect's home is a suicide note addressed to Robert Card's son. The note reportedly does not provide any information on a motive for this mass shooting, but rather contains what sources describe as rantings, as well as some basic information like bank account details.
My first thought is condolences to the family, to the people, to the friends of those who we've lost, those who are now struggling, those who have been hurt, those who have trauma. Condolences. I pray for your peace. I pray for your strength. I don't know what you're going through.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. Secondly, I've been saying this for years. Is now a good time to discuss gun control? Because this is happening. This has happened. This is one of the largest that we've had this year. This man walks into a bowling alley for free with the AK in his hand. He just went in. Because his mental was off. He was taken in by police officers and checked out, but still was able to get his hands on a gun. Because why? Maine is a state that prides itself in hunting and sports and shooting. And it don't require a permit to carry guns. Maine does not require a permit to carry guns. Yet there are people who are walking out here who are mentally unstable. There are cultures and groups who are dangerous. There are people who have hate in their heart just because the way you look and for who you are. And you're saying that in this current condition and climate in the United States of America, that states are saying, hey, it doesn't matter. We don't have those issues in the state, and you don't need a permit to carry a gun. We don't need to check your mental state. That's not American tradition. It's very un-American to try to take away our guns, our rights. But you can go in with your free rights and take away other people's lives. Okay? We haven't, my second point would be, or this may even be my third, but it would be that we, and y'all have heard me say this 1.7 million times 3 divided by 4, carry the 1 over, squared times. We have become so desensitized to these types of things. America has a problem. America's issue, one of the greatest issues, are guns. One of the greatest issues is that mass shootings are happening at an all-time high. I can't even remember when the shooting with the children happened. Was that earlier this year? Was that yesterday? We had a mass shooting happen right before that, during the holidays. Like so many mass shootings that it's just becoming, this was a large amount of people who were shot down, who were killed, who were murdered. Yeah. Yet it was 5 minutes in the news during a manhunt, and they went on to other things. America has issues of its own that they don't want to sit on. They don't want to talk about. We have a gun issue ourselves. We're in a silent war here ourselves that we don't want to talk about. This should have been news that has been blasted every which way on every platform, but it wasn't. Yeah, I want to say all lives matter, but when things happen like this, we're not shouting in the streets. We're not asking for protection anymore. It's normal. This is going to happen. So what? We will not change any gun laws. We will not let our American people know that we're going to keep them safe. We won't. That's not our priority. Our priority is to go out here and attack groups of people or help attack groups of people for what they look like. Be in people's countries' business, other countries' business, and allow them to commit genocide, allegedly. Right? Go out and take away from communities and then tell them they need to go and pay for getting a degree. America has its own issues. America has its own problems, and gun control is one of them. Sorry, go ahead, Bubba.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything, but you said it the best. America has a problem. Simple as that.
Yep.
And it just seems like it's, I don't know. You know, the conspiracy theory brain starts working sometimes. Just like with so many mass shootings, are y'all trying to, don't get me started this morning. Don't get me started. Because it just makes no sense that so many lives are being lost and we just sit here like it's nothing. And these people are just sitting here making money off of it.
Yep. And here we are, and here's going to be, back then, I remember the Parkland shooter. I remember these school shootings were happening back to back. Maybe around 2017. And the response from our leaders were to push out bulletproof backpacks. Start having drills that included, in a case, an active shooter for 5-year-olds. 5-year-olds can't even sit down for 5 seconds. 5-year-olds can't even, they all over the place. For teachers to go and get gun training. For teachers to go and get gun training. I'm not shocked that America treats its children like this, its people like this, and go to support countries that are doing the same thing, just shooting kids. Because if it ain't, they don't care. You think that kids dying and being murdered because of policy that doesn't have any kind of boundaries would help our leaders make things make sense, but putting money in the NRA's pocket and any other gun association, and for people who like to have their 5-month-old holding their guns and their F-150s just so that they could take Christmas pictures, so that people like Kyle Rittenhouse could go out free and walk and live his life after murdering 2 people with the AKAR, whatever gun, rifles. Angry, shooting folks. And so that police officers can say we couldn't find them. So that police officers can say that person was having a bad day. I'm sick of it. Is now a good time to discuss gun control? When is it going to stop? Bubba, frankly, I can tell you it may not.
It probably won't. It definitely won't, Rebecca. It's too much like right. In this country, we don't do stuff. We don't do the right stuff. We do the wrong stuff. And when it messes up for the people that it's making money for, then that's when they turn it back around and it gets fixed. But even then, it's still not fixed.
No, it's not. And this is why I am going to continue to talk about it, but I am exhausted.
Yeah.
And I know you are too.
Yeah.
And I know you are too. And for our listening audience, hey, if you're driving anywhere, I know it could be a little heavy. For our watching audience, I know it could be a little heavy. Listen, I don't know how much more that we all can take mentally when it comes to that. It puts fear in us. All of these mass shootings will become some kind of weird documentary that will sell for God knows what. And these people's names who died will not be remembered, but the shooter will be.
Damn, Rebecca.
The job is done.
Damn.
So, is now a good time to talk gun control? I'm so tired. I want to be safe. I want my kids to be safe. I want my family to be safe. I want my friends to be safe. We'll see. I'll tell you, I'll bet you my bottom dollar that they won't even really discuss this. We're going to move on. Next week, the news cycle will bump down. We had that mass shooting that happened in Jacksonville. We don't know anything. This shooting where a large amount of people were murdered, shot at, injured, traumatized. Next week, be out of the cycle. We'll be out of cycle. So hopefully we get something. I want, it's so hard to really focus. America is focusing on other people's issues, as we should. But America, our leaders itself, are focusing on the wrong things of other people's issues. And we're talking about, you already know, Israel, Gaza. Okay? And before we get to, there's a couple of things that we're going to get to. I want to take a quick break, though, so we can break it up. I want you guys to take a breather. I want you guys to grab your tea, grab your coffee, come back. We got more to discuss. Trust you. Trust us, because I trust you to be here. Trust us that I won't leave you like that. More coming up. Israel, Gaza. We got some lighter news to definitely cover as well. We're going to talk about the relationships and where you can and can't take your man. So stay tuned for that and more on Like It or Not. We'll be right back.
Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, man. More coming up next on Like It or Not here on the Benjamin Dixon Show channel and Power 104.7.
Oh, here comes the bass. Feel the power. Feel the beat.
Yo.
The type of people make the club get full. Many a day has passed, the night has gone by, but still I find the time to put that bomb off in your eye. Total chaos for these playoffs. Thought we was absent, we're taking another route to represent the time to take the back way. We stabbing every city, then we headed to that back cave. ATL, Georgia, what do we do for ya? Bulldogging hoes like them Georgetown Hoggers. Boy, you sound silly, think my promise sitting pretty, doing donuts while you suckers like them suckers on round titties. Damn, we the committee, gon' burn it down, but us gon' bust you in the mouth with the chorus now. Say, push that force. Everybody move to the back of the bus. Do you wanna bump and slump with us? We the type of people make the club get crunk. Say, push that force. Everybody move to the back of the bus. Do you wanna bump and slump with us? We the type of people make the club get crunk. I met a gypsy and she hit me to some life game to stimulate and activate the left and right brain. Say, baby boy, you only funky at your last cut. You focus on the past, you ask to be your half what? That's one you live by, or either that's one you die to. I try to just throw it at you, determine your own adventure, Andre. Got to a station, here's my destination. She got off the bus, the conversation lingered in my head for hours. Took a shower, kinda sour, cause my favorite group ain't coming with it. But I'm with you, cause you're probably going through it anyway. But anyhow, went and died, went on out and bought it, cause I thought it would be jamming. But examine all the flaws, walking awfully sad and it's costly. But that's all, it's broke, and I hope I never have to float in that boat. Up it's Spreake, it's sweet, it's the last quote that I wanna hear when I'm going down. When all said and done, and we got a new Joe in town. When the record player get to skipping and slowing down, all y'all can say is them to get earned that crown. But until then, push that force. Everybody move to the back of the bus. You wanna bump and slump with us? We the type of people make the club get crunk. Say, push that force. Everybody move to the back of the bus. You wanna bump and slump with us? We the type of people make the club get crunk.
All right, y'all. Welcome back.
And welcome back, you guys, to Like It or Not, the best for us, by us, content you'll get in the space of YouTube. If you are watching, it's 11:11. That means, listen, it's 11:11.
Love you.
Hey, love you. Mean it. Text somebody you love,
Rebecca.
Them. And if we're in the giving moment right now, please do support Like It or Not. You can do it at patreon.com/like it or not, patreon.com/like it or not. And if you feel inclined to tip your host who are present today, you can do so at Becca's Voice, and you can do so at DJX3C on Cash App. Right now, 11:11. It's the time. 11:11.
It's the love offering.
Send your dollar.
The love offering.
Send your dollar. What you about to say?
Rebecca, I forgot. I forgot where we went, but I got you a gift. Yeah, I mean it's a mug, but it says "I love you, mean it" on it, and I'm just like,
really?
Yes, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to.
You found a mug that said
yes,
that?
Rebecca, like dead ass.
Holy crap! I need it. Listen. With that being said, I hope you guys were able to kiki a little bit. We're gonna go right into some more tough news again. Viewer discretion discretion is advised. Listener discretion is advised. What we may be covering about Israel and Gaza may be a little bit traumatic for you right now, maybe a little bit too much. And if it is, feel free to turn the radio off, or just put the TV on mute for a second until you feel ready to come back. Grab you something to drink, grab you something to eat. That's okay. I understand. Okay. But right now, some of the updates that are happening within Gaza is, if you haven't heard, just within the last 24 hours, I believe Israel has intensified their, how do I say this, their takeover of Gaza as they took away, allegedly, their internet and the phones. Listen, they ain't got no internet, they got no phone service. Gaza does not have that. So a lot of the information that we once were getting on social media for us to know what was happening from boots on the ground, from people who live there, pedestrians, all of them, right, who live in Gaza, who knows, who have been having a hard time even keeping us up with the information because of what's been going on around them. They no longer have it, internet, okay, or phone services. It collapsed in the Palestinian territory, and this is after Israel sieged the Gaza Strip. An extended series of large explosions after that lit up the sky over Gaza after nightfall, and this happened just yesterday. And this is according to an Al Jazeera correspondent who said that North Gaza was being pounded by air raids and artillery. The Palestinian Red Crescent Society said it had completely lost contact with its operations room in Gaza and all teams operating on the ground. Israeli military spokesman Daniel Hagari said Israel increased air raids in a very significant way and that ground forces were expanding their activity. He told residents of Gaza City to move south on Friday night as escalating Israeli attacks battered the strip. Now, it's getting to be a little bit stressful. So, okay, before I get to that, the Palestinian telecommunication company Jawal said in a social media post late on Friday that mobile phone and internet services had been shut off, saying, "We don't have any internet. We don't have any kinds of signals on our phone. We've become totally isolated in the territory." Okay? Now, this is what's happening in Gaza, but this is something that you probably won't hear about too much because, again, this is the kind of information they want to shut out, which is why they are shutting down the internets and the phones, because what was supposed to be us siding with Israel the same way our nation's leader has been us actually becoming aware of what's actually happening in Gaza to Palestinian people. Okay? It is sad to see what's happening, and along with these airstrikes, that means there are more bodies. That means there are more people in rubble that won't be found. No light, no nothing, just fear. Children being murdered. People being murdered. This is what's happening right now. And this, Israel, is who our nation is going to stick right beside. After throwing Palestine 3 trucks full of things that don't work or insufficient resources, and it's almost like it's a joke, right? Our President Joe Biden. Yeah, I know, David, it is happening on both sides, right? But the size of one and the size of the other, the resources in one and the resources in the other. What started and who our country is supporting and giving more resources to possibly obliterate Gaza, who already was put in that area because of what they look like and who they are, without the proper resources to begin with. Yeah. I don't want anybody dead. And I want to make it clear, like we do on Leftist Mafia, we're going to do right here. Leftist Mafia, like it or not, we condemn Hamas every second, every minute of the day. Yep. And we also condemn the murders that are happening. We do. We definitely do. Nobody should be dying from what's going on. No one. And with that being said, our president is sticking right beside a country that already has what it may need without America to do what they think is right in attacking Gaza full on under the guise of it just being Hamas. The president of the United States makes that aware and makes that apparent every time he gets up for a conference to discuss what's happening over there. We got thoughts and wishes for the mass shooting 2 days ago. Israel gets weapons, money, resources. Gaza gets nothing, for real. And then our president goes on to say, I don't really know if we can trust death toll numbers that are coming out in Gaza. Let's take a listen to what he said.
In the 18 days since Hamas killed 1,400 Israelis, the Hamas-controlled Gaza Health Ministry says Israeli forces have killed over 6,000 Palestinians, including 2,700 children. You've previously asked Netanyahu to minimize civilian casualties. Do these numbers say to you that he is ignoring that message?
What they say to me is I have no notion that the Palestinians are telling the truth about how many people are killed. I'm sure innocents have been killed, and it's the price of waging a war. I think we should be incredibly careful. I think not we, the Israelis should be incredibly careful to be sure that they're focusing on going after the folks that are propagating this war against Israel. And it's against their interest when that doesn't happen. But I have no confidence in the number that the Palestinians are using.
Thank you, Mr. President.
The president yesterday, John, said he has no confidence in the death toll numbers presented by the Palestinians in Gaza. What's he basing that on? How did he reach this conclusion?
Well, we all know that the Gazan Ministry of Health is just a front for Hamas. It's run by Hamas, a terrorist organization. I've said it myself up here. We can't take anything coming out of Hamas, including the so-called Ministry of Health, at face value.
Right. We can't take it, right? Everything is Hamas because people of Gaza are all associated with Hamas in some way, shape, or form, I feel like, right? That's what every time we speak to America politicians, American leaders, American allies of Israel, all of that, they always don't consider the Gaza people of Gaza, Palestinians, as real people. They don't consider them. They just think all of Gaza is Hamas. What are we doing here? Now, as far as Biden's doubts and things like that over numbers, listen, he casts his doubt on the figures, okay, and that was provided by Palestinian officials in Gaza. And of course, what we just heard is all Hamas, right? But international humanitarian agencies consider them broadly accurate and historically reliable, although there is no dispute that Israeli attacks on Gaza have killed many people since Hamas, right? Since the Hamas ran amok in October 7th in southern Israel. He says that Biden stated that no confidence in the numbers, but it can't be because we've checked, right? The references, right? Who we're attributing in this. All of a sudden, it's ran by Hamas when we're talking about this. Is that what it is? Like when we're talking about this now? Because we're talking about Israel and Gaza, so now the numbers ain't right. But when they was recording them before, right, any numbers or whatever. See, this is why I say it's always going to be conditional. It's always going to be conditional. The blood can't be on Israel's hands. It just can't. It can't, right? There's no way. You show us a video of people with rocks in their hands because those are the civilians. And you say they're so dangerous and they deserve to be bombed. Hamas is the group that is dangerous. Let's not forget it. Matching the energy of Hamas upon all of the civilians of Gaza is not the way. People are scared to speak against this. I've seen more people speaking against it, but so many people are afraid to speak against it. It's great to see Cori Bush really step in front of the scene. And this is Congresswoman Cori Bush. Step in front of the scene and be there for Rashida Tlaib and be there for Ilhan Omar and lead the protest about ceasefire and about what that actually means. These people saying to cease fire and to call for ceasing fire are to protect the lives of the children, because Gaza is literally has so many kids. If America is helping and assisting in bombing them, we need more leaders to stick right beside people who say ceasefire. There's nothing wrong with it. We're asking for ceasefire. Please stop the killing of people. Simple as that. To see and know Joe Biden wants to run again, and he's done a lot of things that have been sketchy and questionable, right? He's done a lot of it. But how he is handling this is very telling. There have been some polls that have come out that have shown his approval ratings have gone low. And again, we can't trust all the numbers, right? But I know what I feel. I know that what you guys may possibly feel. To see our leader question the number of people who are dying in Gaza, to see him stick right beside Israel and to fund, doesn't sit right with me. Any day now, it feels like we can wake up and there will be no Gaza and there will be no Palestinian people who were forced to the area because of what they look like and what they believe. Let's not forget it. This is racist. This is terrorism. America is trying to stick right beside Israel because they think they're the chosen people who were chosen for the land. And anybody who doesn't belong there, who isn't bloodline, needs to leave, right? Some people believe that. Some people believe this is Jesus' calling. Now, what did America do to indigenous people here? The land didn't belong to y'all. And what did y'all do? Huh? Because indigenous people want a word. Indigenous people haven't joined the chat. Okay? Hypocrisy. What I'm seeing here, I see and I feel it. And I'm like, this small group of people who are being tortured for just who they are. What was the issue? Everywhere has these groups of people. Haiti, in Haiti right now, there's a war going on in the city area where groups of gangs who are Haitian are attacking people, civilians, pedestrians, all of that. And they tried to come over here after the assassination of our president. They tried to come to America, and America said, hell no, we don't want nothing to do with y'all. Sent them right back and allowed Ukrainians to come in for the similar issue. War was happening in that country. But because the people were white, I believe that with everything in me, they can move some things around. Title 42 is what was keeping the Haitians from coming here, but Title 42 was pushed to the side when Ukrainians, they had an opportunity to come here. Same time, similar issue. Gaza people, who is going to shelter them? Where can they go? And now it's almost like, hey, look at them. They deserve, those are the terrorists. It's so easy to tie them in. What's happening there is not right. And we must continue to have this conversation to push us to the forefront and be on the right side of it. Like it or not, we'll not be on the wrong side of it. I promise you that. And with that being said, where are you going to be? We'll be right back with more Like It or Not after this.
Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, man. We got more coming up next on Like It or Not here on the Benjamin Dixon Show channel and Power 104.7.
Yo, it's Chris Brown, Trey Songz, Kanye West.
Your home for hip hop and R&B.
We the best.
Power 104.7, where old school meets new school.
Seeing you got ritualistic, cleansing my soul of addiction for now, 'cause I'm falling apart. Yeah, tension between us us just like picket fences. You got issues that I won't mention for now, 'cause we're falling apart. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my always. I can't blame you, no. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my always. I can't blame you, no. No. Listen, harder building trust from a distance. I think we should rule out commitment for now, 'cause we're falling apart. Leaving, you're just doing that to get even. Don't pick up the pieces, just leave it for now. They keep falling apart. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my always. I can't blame you, no. No. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my always. I can't blame you, no. No.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to Like It or Not with Rebecca Azor here on the Benjamin Dixon Show, Power 104.7.
There's a lot happening in Atlanta, and I want to discuss two things. I don't know if that post came out of Atlanta about relationships. We talked about here on Like It or Not about Cheesecake Factory woman, and we talked about what was the other issue of that time. It was Cheesecake Factory woman, and it was the woman who said she went to go eat all them oysters and so on and so forth.
She got stiff.
And she had to be stuck with the bill. But I don't know who's coming up with the rules these days. And granted, I want to be clear, ladies and gents, don't ever settle. Okay? But when you are, now you know what? Before I go there, because I'm gonna go right up in there. I'm gonna dive in. I am. But before I do, here's the list. I need that list, David.
Let's talk about this because we had a conversation about this. A few of the guys that I hang out with, we had a conversation about this as well too. So this is
here we are.
Yeah.
Okay. And this was a woman. She looks like a Generation Zer, but I don't know because filters can make you look Generation Z, and you are literally coming out the ex-boomer community. I don't know. But here we are. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, your house, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings. That's all right, David. Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, Netflix, Hulu, and etc. Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar. Hookah bar. Y'all Atlanta girls know that ain't true. Okay. A bar for just drinks, Waffle House, and last but not least, I'm assuming sports avenged. And they're saying that this cannot be first date vibes. You can't be telling me that I got to bring you. I'm a woman, by the way, right? And I'm heterosexual. I date men. But I got to speak to my beautiful, beautiful young sisters. I sound like Monique.
Please talk to them because they delusional as hell.
My sweet babies. We got to do better as a community. Because in 2023, you're wearing Shein outfits. You can get you a Shein haul for 25 cents. A wig, a 5 outfit, and a shoe for 25 cents. A dupe from Fashion Nova, coming from Shein and Temu, that you are getting for 25 cents bag is as fake as the BBL PPL. And you are saying that your quality of life, even though your outfit costs 5 times less than the meal you're going to eat at the Cheesecake Factory, and you got no vehicle, and the man who's taking you has a vehicle and an apartment where he lives alone, might be a townhouse, works a job, might be a 9-to-5, but he makes enough money to pay for the phone that he's texting you on, that you got a payment arrangement for your phone. And you're living with 5 girls in the middle of Midtown. And you're saying that Cheesecake Factory, a place you've never been, or a place you go to often, is out of order. Your outfit costs 5 cents. 17 discounts you placed on your order. And still got free delivery. They said it was coming in 6 weeks. It came in 2. And you're saying that your value, you deserve. Have you showed this person that you deserve? You just met this person. A lot of women in the culture of food bay. Men don't want to spend $200, $400 on a woman that's actually probably going to use them for just food. Sometimes they really want to get to know you. Cheesecake Factory, I don't care. Sometimes your best dates may have started out at that expensive restaurant, but you go like, man, I don't even like the food here. Y'all went to a wing stop, wing spot, wing corner, wing street, something. Y'all went there and had the best time of your life. Got the wing, sat in the back of the truck and watched the stars in the sky and talked about life. Got to know each other, because we're forgetting that part of it. Social media definitely quickly makes a lot of us, men and women included, believe that the options are so vast that I can get what I want anytime I want, when I want. I don't have to deliver myself. I have a vagina, and that's just enough.
Hey, and real quick, what Fatal Flaw said, loneliness has high standards. I don't know, child. I'm lonely as shit. My standards are low, girl. Low. To the
see,
flip.
I think I can see what she's saying. Sometimes you're lonely because your standards are too high.
Too high. Yes, I agree.
Hey, rip up that list.
Just tear that shit up. Rip it out the plastic. It needs brand new.
Yeah, right now. Rip it out the plastic. Rip it up, because we need you to act brand new.
Okay.
We need you to wake up, my sister. We need you to wake up, my brother. Stop this mess that you are doing Stop this mess that you are doing online. You can't be in Fashion Nova clothes, his and hers. I don't care who you're wearing, who you are, what you're doing. But let me tell you, you can't be doing all of that. You can't be working a job where you don't even give the people much time for you to even be able to pay your bills. Every day you want a payment arrangement. We just discussed that because of we can't even live the way we're supposed to live. I would never go out here listen, I know the lifestyle that I want. I know the lifestyle that I live. Right. I know me alone. I take care of me. A man comes into my life immediately. Yes, there are going to be things I require, but immediately on site, and I'm giving you an opportunity. I want to see about that man. A lot of relationships are not working out. So there's an attack on relationships. Wow, there's a big attack on relationships because sometimes we're out of our own standards. Baby, can you even reach anything on your list? Can you?
I love Fatal Flaw so much.
Now,
no, it's
Law Dragon says, I like the video of the girl telling the guys, bring that back up, and I want you to play the video after this. But I like the video of the girl telling the guys not to spend too much cash on a girl that hasn't proven she is down for you. Wait and spend all the time and money on the one that was there before the money.
Yeah, and she also said, "No, Bubba, you just too good for the ones trying to creep in your DMs, girl." Exactly, and that's what it is. Because some of the slide of my DMs just be like, no.
Listen,
no.
You better listen, whoever is loving me right now, you better tell me you love me, because Radesh from somewhere else is gonna be in my DMs telling me how much he loved me.
Hello. Okay.
Some white man is gonna be like, let me read you right now. I'm gonna, while you find that video, grab that video for me that I did put in our text thread. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna go live on air to my DMs, and I'm gonna go to the request, because that's where they be.
That's where they be.
Wow, your beauty is like a star in the sky. Please tell me how an angel like you escaped from heaven and other angels didn't see you. That's a white man. Okay. So here go a black person that I ain't even following. All heat, tongue. It's so much. Now, no. He's doing all right, but he better do more, David, so I don't have to go into my DMs. Because I'm going to the Cheesecake Factory. Okay. Somebody might be. I'm gonna go to the Cheesecake Factory now. But it's not only men and women who are doing that. Men are online with microphones. Okay.
Talking about they don't wash their ass.
NWMs are out there with microphones, haven't even flossed their teeth from the night before.
Damn that
women,
Rebecca.
let me see. Women with my WWMs are out there. MWMs are out there. And they are attacking. They're saying, if she ain't got no tooth on the side, if she missing about 3 of them. Meanwhile, he has, from the beginning, from here to here, every tooth has rotted out of his mouth, decaying in the back. No insurance. If she can't get her nails done every 2 weeks, are you paying it? If she don't really know how to cook, do you know how to fix a vehicle when it stops on the side of the road? Do you know how to cut grass? Okay? Is there anything that you know how to do? While you are saying what you want you're asking a woman who's been on earth 23 years for things that a woman who's been on earth 45 years to be capable of. And women are doing the same thing to a man who's been on earth literally 20 years. You're looking for a 50-year-old man to do in that. I'm sorry. I am sorry. No. We are wrong on this whole situation. Go for what you want. If you don't want to go to damn Cheesecake Factory, don't go. Back in my day, you didn't even know what a man was taking you. You pulled up, he had flowers, he took, because he could afford that.
Yeah.
He had flowers, he might have took you to Red Lobster because it might have been the nice place in town. Now you got to go 6 hours out, get flued out, be on a damn plane. You don't even know if you want to even give the man anything sexual, or the woman anything sexual. You don't know what you want to do with that person, but you're putting yourself in danger by flying out with somebody you met just to post and say that you got flued out. We're putting ourselves in. You are in danger, girl. Young man, don't fight back. Date who you want to. If the girl ain't giving you what you want, and if she's making you literally spend your 401k on eating oysters, full plate of 12. If the glove fits, you must have quit.
You're terrible. That's why I say, man, y'all do what the hell y'all want to.
Get out of there.
Y'all be sassy. I'll be sassy all you want to.
Do be who you want to be. Do what you want to do. We got to stop making these rules. You have your own rules for you, but you can't generalize that on everybody. The rule first and foremost should be and will always be to treat whoever you are with respect. Mm-hmm. Don't go online trying to embarrass people, and you look like
goddamn Boosie badass.
You work in the back. And not even in the back of goddamn
Cheesecake
Factory.
You
working in the back with the raccoons collecting food. Stop playing with people's face on social media. Stop playing with people's face on social media. Now, no, David, I am done.
What,
now,
David?
go ahead, run that video, and this is going to be a male's perspective on what he believes that list looks like, but in a male's perspective at the Cheesecake Factory. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
You thought it was cool to take me to the Cheesecake Factory.
What's wrong with cheesecake?
Nothing. It's saying you have a budget, but it's cool. That's what it's giving. I thought you had motion. Come on.
So tell me about yourself.
I normally don't eat at the Cheesecake Factory type shit. So.
Is this gonna be a problem?
Nah, I just wish you would have told me. I would have dressed down or something like that, but it's cool. So what do you normally get here? I don't know. It's like a lot of things.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. Their brown bread is bomb. Their pasta's good.
Not you giving me a sales pitch. So what made you DM me?
I mean, you look good, and I like the way you carry yourself, and I knew you liked that bread.
How many calories is it? I'm trying to bulk up so I get bigger.
Oh, you don't have to do nothing. You look good just the way you are.
Oh, look at us agreeing. Thank you, appreciate that. I got it. Yeah, hold on, let me get a picture first.
I thought you didn't like this place.
Girl, I'm not tagging this location. Be for real. The food look good though.
I had such a good time with you.
Oh, I love that for you. That's what's up.
So when can we do this again?
I'm gonna let you know. You know, I'm a busy man, but I got you though. I'm gonna call you.
Well, give me some sugar.
All right, bet. Yeah. I'm gonna hit you though. My DMs are closed. I'm not going on dates anymore. These women are out of control, bro.
Man, where'd she take you on a date at?
Bro, she took me to Cheesecake Factory like I'm not a bad nigga. Okay, Mastro me, please.
Oh, man, she out of pocket, bro. But how was the food? I ain't never ate there.
I mean, me neither, but I mean, it was cool. I'm full off the bread.
Listen, he said he's full off the bread. It's him walking with the to-go bag because I'm going to tell you what women do. Women do exactly what he's doing.
Yep.
I'm at this place.
Yep.
I'm eating. I'm not about to tag. I'm not about to do this because I'm supposed to be at an upscale. Now, listen to me. I am the type to call my best friend and be like, girl, he took me to X, Y, and Z. But to get on the internet and blast somebody and to put somebody out, somebody in my comment section said, and I get what you're saying too, because again, there are places that I would say I won't go. But girl, when I'm in love with a man, girl, I just like to be around him. I get so blind, and I just like that he's looking at me. I like that he got me in the car, in the passenger seat, taking me out to eat. Because the man that you're with right now won't even take you outside, won't even send you a text message, won't even call you to let you know, hey, babe, get ready to get dressed. Let's go out. He won't give you the time of day.
His friends don't even know about you, girl.
Exactly. Now, she says, Schmegley, I get what you're saying. She said the woman that we were discussing was mad because it was a chain restaurant. And I can kind of sympathize because I hate the whole idea of a chain restaurant. I get what you're saying, but that story of how this whole thing started with the cheesecake restaurant was from her being late to the original restaurant for the original restaurant.
Oh.
So he had to just go and to this one. And he picked that one. He's like, let's just go here. Like, so it's the quickest thing, and let's just go here. He had reservations. She made them late for at another restaurant. So, and for her to get on the internet and say with them because 1990s glasses and shades is cute. Them 2005 glasses, and how she was looking, not an ugly woman at all. But when you be out here trying to belittle people, the ugly in you comes out. And what people can now point out about you as negatives, we can now do that. That's how I feel. Mm-hmm. It's all love. It's all fair in love and war, ain't it? Huh? Because you had this man literally on the internet, even if it was a skit or not. Those kind of things are ridiculous. You do not do that. And you like you was pushing about 4 to 5.
Okay.
Smokey Rose said, if the man can't roll a joint, he better not tell me nothing about my hair and nails. Girl, listen.
Smokey, you all right with me, girl.
If a man does not know that he needs to wash between his buns.
Oh my God.
Because these men is taking y'all out everywhere, and there is a whole thread on this same social media that you're fighting this mess on about men who do not wash between their bottoms.
Talking about they get in the shower and just let the water run down.
Because they don't feel comfortable with washing that.
Are you serious? So you have never washed your ass?
Lord, are these the men and the women you put on earth for us? That you said that I was going to go find the good thing and find what this is what it was?
Child, and that's why I don't mess with straight men.
Oh my God. Now let me be clear. All the men that I mess with is all clean and all good. Never had to deal with that, but I've heard horror. I've heard horror stories.
How you know, Becca?
Because
they told you
there are certain positions where you're places, and it gets crazy. And with that, no, we are at the end of the show. I gotta go. You gotta go, but you do gotta know that you're rocking with the best to ever do it. For us, by us, like it or not. If you are still here, that means that you have enjoyed the show thus far. Listen, it is Power Hour, noon. If you love what you see, please head over to patreon.com/like it or not and donate. Donate $1, 50 cents, 25 cents, whatever you can to supporting the show. Because of you, we're here. We get to do this with you every Saturday. Also, if you guys feel inclined to the hosts that are here today, go ahead, tip your host, tip your producer, Becca's voice, DJ X3C DKG 87. I love y'all, and I mean it. Give me my mug, give me my ornament. I'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye, y'all.
All right, y'all, we about to be out of here, man. But before we get out of here, man, like Rebecca said, make sure that you do follow us, patreon.com/like it or not, patreon.com/like it or not. Play some music while we get out of here, /like it or not. Also, if you want to follow us while you're listening on the radio, you want to watch us as well, too, go on to YouTube/The Benjamin Dixon Show, YouTube/The Benjamin Dixon Show, and get on over there and follow us there, man. We will see y'all next week. Beer Burner Chronicles will be coming back sometime next week as well, too. Y'all stay tuned for that. Love y'all, mean it. We'll see y'all next week. You know what? Wait a minute. Haven't done this in a long time. Your affirmation for the day is... Oh, wait a minute. It went away. Oh, I forgot the name of it. Y'all, hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, I got your affirmation for today. Wash your ass. Your affirmation for today is wash your ass. No, your affirmation for today is everything will be okay, y'all. Everything will be okay. Love y'all, mean it. We will see y'all next week. Deuces.
We making moves like Tarantino, like J.J. Abrams, moving like Channing Tatum, moving like Jason Statham. Motherfucker, the whole industry, half of these my mini-me's. I got this bitch going off more than breaking and entering. You have for a minute me, I make this that last for infinity. Hop in the booth, man, that shit a gym to me. Don't test the agility. Silly thinking that the negativity you talking could ever go the tranquility. Look, okay, I'm on Rodeo for the day. If you owe me, then you better pay your layaway. Stay away, or your ass might get KOK today. Then hit your ass. I'm like way away. I got the moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move. She made that back move. She made the move. I made the city move.
You're vibing with Power 104.7, the heart of hip hop and R&B.